by Match Ready. Boosted Bonobos did win the first pick, so we will see what they prio here with the first ban and first pick. Maybe we'll see, some target bans, like, as we've noticed, we'll see, like yesterday, we saw Sugar Bear getting targeted with the Maiev. Yeah, here we go with the Maiev. They're just going to immediately target it out. I think in Greymane, there was another one. I think it was Greymane, but coming up for Match Ready, let's see. Are they going to focus out, maybe the TLV? Are they going to focus out? Okay, so we are going to get the Uther like we were talking about earlier. Just not wanting to deal with a double support comp. I don't blame them. But if they, I think for them, they might think that on the side of Match Ready that they can handle the TLV. It's more or less you need to start picking things that can get you, can net you those kills. So again, like if Falstad's there and it's a well-timed gust, if you're not focused on Falstad, for example, Falstad's just going to completely disengage the fight, right? You can get your camps here. So they are going to target Pick, but Wipeout may just end up playing Sonya anyway, but it negates out Grace's Sonya for their off lane. But with Grace's hero pool, it's not really hard stuck just on Sonya here. But let's see. We probably will get an assassin or healer pick here, maybe, or tank. We could see a tank first pick here. Potentially like ETC, potentially Joe. I'm not sure if they're going to run the Varian Stukov comp here. They are. Okay, we are looking at a Varian Stukov comp here, followed by Greymane. Now, Stukov has not been selected here. Now, they could counterpick this, but they are going to go with the Medivh here. So, looks like on the side of Boosted Bonobos, and then they take the Stukov. Oh, Lord. So, we are going to have a Medivh. I love seeing this. And then we're going to have a Stukov counter pick here. Oh, no. All of that damage coming out onto one single target is just going to get negated by the Medivh. Now, if you're on the side of Match Ready, let's see how you counter pick this and how you counter ban. They're afraid of him. They know he's the real threat. Exactly. Falstad is the ban here. I mean, at this point, you leave May open for Muffin, so May is another great disengager for the, Avalanche, if they do decide to go that route. But Varian also is a pretty good counter to May with the level 13 Shatter Throw, but they do get the counter heal on Anna, so they do know the hero pool, some of the hero pool of Paper Wall here. Appreciate the follow. Studer Pooter, appreciate the follow here. Appreciate the support. So we had the last two picks here. Most likely going to get a healer. So they picked up the Li Ming. Does Paper Wall potentially go Brightwing here? Or they could pick the off lane here. Because you do know what the off lane is going to be. We are going to get a Malfurion. Alright. So Malfurion's a little bit new to the side comp, to the comp of Match Ready. Haven't really seen that played much, at least. Might be something that they're, picking up. And it's going really well for them, potentially. And so we are going to have a Sylvanas on the side of Boosted Bonobos here as the nice assassin here. His backpack is being able to carry the 9 of the players in this lobby. Ooh, and we get a Garrosh. All right. Very impressive comp on the side of Boosted Bonobos. Last pick is going to Grace. What offlane do you pick? Potentially Leo, Malthael. Go Patient. Lot of Boost Bonobo fans in here. Great to see, great to see. And so let's see, what does Grace decide to play here? Like I said, we have Leo, Malthael. Maybe he dabbles in like the Haka. I can't remember this others, but we are gonna get the Malthael. Okay. Interesting stuff here. As I'm like looking around, I'm looking at each team. So Malthael, if he does go last right, it's got to be mindful that Medivh has to make a decision whether to shield the last rights or shield the combo target that the whole team is going to be piling on. This game kind of really does stem down to the Medivh and making sure that they do really well in playing that, because Medivh either really throws the game or really does well. I have trust that this Medivh player is probably not bad, to pick character like that, Great rotations on this map too with Medivh as well, while giving vision. So if you're on the side of Boost Bonobos, you know exactly where the enemy team is. But let's see what happens here. Let's see if Match Ready understands how to play around a Medivh comp here, right? A very impressive comp. You portal in, Garrosh just basically kidnaps your kids and just, there you go. You get stuffed in a locker, everyone. All right. Game number 1. Let's switch over here. We'll meet in the middle here. Game number 1, everybody. So we are going to introduce the teams here, and we're going to start with the blue team here. Boost Bonobos on the left-hand side. We have Garrosh being played by Muffin, Medivh being played by Infofox, Sylvanas being played by Confuse, Stukov played by Patience, and Sonya being played by Wipeout. Mouthdale being played by Grace for the side of Match Ready on the right-hand side. Li Ming being played by Cold Fashion, Greymane played by Sugar Bear, Varian played by Teal, and Malfurion played by Paperwall. Alright, everyone. So it looks like on the side of Match Ready, they're looking like they're maybe focusing down bottom here, and you have a Medivh portal ready to go, looking forward to see if they can find. Infofox is trying to scout for Vision, and on the side of Match Ready, they're trying to stay away from Vision here, creating a little bit of a stalemate. Muffin's ready for a portal in, and the portal does dissipate here, and Sonya is going to go clear bottom. Now it's a nice 5v4. Sonya is looking, it's probably going to potentially freeze the lane here. Nope, he's going to get straight up clear here. And Garrosh does go in and misses the EQ, the throw combo here, and Li Ming follows up with a nice wave clear. So they're going to start the rotations here. Grace does head down bottom. Sonya should start looking to negate some of the healing. Grace should be able to go around Sonya, not really missing up too much soak here in the off lane, but here we go. This is where the fun happens here on rotations. Garrosh is coming in very aggressively. They know Varian is not a real tank till level 4, and so they can be as aggressive as they want. Stukov follows up here and gets some silences, but doesn't do much here, and Li Ming and this Greymane goes on the Medivh here. And now they're going to start portal dancing here. They're going to get a nice rotation on their side, and Stukov is going to slow the Greymane. Now, if you're on the side of Boost Bonobos, you get an immediate call, 5v4. Grace is going to start camp here. They do miss some soak down bottom, though, which is really good. Sonya might be able to get maybe 3. Nah, he's not going to get anything. Going to start immediately the camp here. Ooh, excuse me. And now you get the camp to the side of Match Ready. So you did miss soak for the sport camp, but I mean, when you look at the XP difference, it really isn't much. Greymane going in for a quick clear, and Malfurion just getting free stacks off of the Mouthdale here, going for 9 or almost hitting 10 out of 40. Pretty good stuff. 2 minutes. So they do take the camp a little bit later. So you have, let's see the difference here. Yep, a whole 45-second lead. You are looking for an aggressive play by the Garrosh here, and they do silence the Stukov here, but does Stukov be forced to use his hand? And he does. He is forced to use the support camp. Just a great counter kill or kill by the side of Match Ready. They are trying to focus on Li Ming here, but they get a counter engage onto the Sylvanas here. Sylvanas potentially forced to use, but they did use their turret down bottom. Are they going to get baited into the wall here? They do get the taunt off, and it is a great sleep. Do they get the Sylvanas here? Because they did get the Garrosh here, but they don't. Great stuff on the side of Match Ready, forcing in, shoving in a lot of damage here. Medivh is hitting a lot of nice protection here, but it really doesn't matter because of the fact that side of Match Ready, they just switch up targets, or they just completely don't care, and they're just going to keep fighting through it, right? So Medivh is getting a nice scout, just doing what Medivh does here, and just giving Vision for the side of Boost Bonobos, and Malfurion follows up with a root, thinking, I mean, it's good, you know, in the late game if the Medivh does try doing some cheeky stuff, you can get a nice root here. But 18 out of 40 here off the Li Ming here. Let's see if Infofox can complete it here. Garrosh coming in, being aggressive, and sitting back and chilling. Now, we may see a Medivh portal onto the Malfurion in the later game, but, you know, the problem with that, though, you know, potentially... The problem with that, though, is it's basically if you're not aggressive, if you're way too aggressive, you can be completely punished for it, right? Because you have potentially Sonya Leap, you can go Wailing Arrow to silence everyone, and you just portal to the back line as Garrosh and Stukov and be a complete nuisance. And if you're on the side of Match Ready, you have to be prepared for that. You have to be prepared for that engage. And Medivh is looking to start portal dancing, but you get an immediate taunt here. This might be a nice blow up, but here comes a portal. There is a nice root. There should be a sleep follow-up that dissipates the Stukov silence here. And then you have now 2 mid. Grace is soaking, scouting, it's fine. Base checking again, seeing where that Garrosh is at here. Li Ming's just gonna miss the poke here, but it's fine. Gets some siege damage here because Li Ming's a nice sieger here. And Malthael's gonna start the camp again. Great rotations here because look, there's 10 seconds, and they have to wait 10 seconds for this, so they're gonna take the camp here. Varian is playing pretty aggressively, gets pushed off here. And it doesn't matter because they are going to have a nice equal turret exchange here for both sides here. This is a nice, probably a nice clean 5v5 here. Grace comes in. They're going to get a nice root down. Maybe not needed, but they do drop both turrets here. Sylvanas drops hers as well. There is no Mercenary Queen. Varian is silenced here, gets thrown right back into the silence here, is getting poked really low. Malfurion needs to keep him up. This is the problem with Malfurion, doesn't really heal enough if you're missing your W's here. And Grace is left by himself, and they do win on the side of Boost Bonobos. They take the first objective. They're poked down really, they're poked down a lot. I didn't really see if the Malfurion hit his Moonbires to heal up the team. I may have completely missed it, so correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I just really didn't feel like there's enough healing at the moment, right? There's just a lot of damage coming out for the side of Boost Bonobos going into match ready, and they're just a big punching bag. So you're going to try getting a fast clear, but aside Boost Bonobos, you're going to start focusing out the second objective, which is your top fort. And well, here you get a nice cannon. Yeah, okay, you get it. They don't get the well though, but it's a pre-10-minute objective here. And here comes a portal here. They don't get the taunt off. Unlucky, but there is a kill on Grace down bottom. That is huge down bottom. That's setting up the third objective here. And that's a 4v3 here. If you're on the side of the match ready, you got to get the opportunity, take opportunities elsewhere, because there's really not much you can do down bottom. I mean, hypothetically, I mean, you probably could have potentially, again, you could have just immediately started this, and because the Sylvanas and Sonya pushing down the wall. I mean, there's really nothing you can do down there. I mean, yeah, you can catch the soak, but I mean, by the time you get there, it's just gonna go away. It's just get no value. So maybe potentially force that. I don't know. Just some ideas thrown out. And we are going to get a camp start by Cold Fashion on the siege camp, but we do get a fortification camp stolen or taken by Sonya and the Sylvanas here. Medivh just scouting out bottom here and looking for rotations here for the Garrosh. Garrosh playing on their side of the map here on the side of Boost Bonobos. You're taking advantage of the map pressure here. Teal, who is playing Varian, understands I just need to get away. No need to take free damage here. So a camp is taken. So let's see if they take advantage of this rotation here and let the Malthael double soak here, or do they force a 5v5? And here it comes. Here it comes. A nice route by the Malfurion here, predicting that, and that is what you need to do as a Malfurion. But you get a kill on the Sylvanas, but you get a counter kill by the Greymane here, and it's unlucky that wasn't on the Medivh here to reset his stacks here. Greymane does get annihilated, but so does Sylvanas by the Li Ming again, and we do see, well, I mean, yeah, you get the lane pressure, but you didn't get the XP up top. But were any items used here? Let's see. I believe so, yeah, items were, I guess when the Sylvanas had an item, maybe they destroyed it in the middle of the fight and I'm missing it, so excuse me, guys. And they are trying to bait this out. They're trying to see if they just get off of it and get scared. InfoFox just trolling here, and they are putting a lot of pressure down bottom, getting some chip damage at it. So it's kind of equal, but not bad, not bad. You got equal damage on the structure here, and they are scouting here. They are wanting to force this fight. They do know that alts are available to the side of match ready. They want to play aggressive here, but it looks like there's going to be a portal to the back line. Sonya doesn't go in, and Garrosh does push him out, but there's immediate route onto the Garrosh here, and they're fighting for the objective. Sonya does go in on the Greymane and Malfurion. It does go in and uses Twilight Dream, but they do get a reset. They get 2 resets. Do they get 3? There's a kill on Malfurion here, and they do get the objective. They do get the support camp, so it is a 3-4-1 trade here. Cold Fashion coming in, handing out the orbs here to the face. Great stuff by Cold here, and they can start pressuring top. This should be more or less a free camp or free fort up top here. Great stuff on the side of match ready, understanding that. And we also need to focus on that Malfurion here. Malfurion had a great route, although Garrosh did throw the Varian, right? That is the Garrosh's opportunity to be oppressive, to be damaging. And look at the 2 turrets that were thrown down as well. A great win for match ready, coming back in swinging. And unfortunately though, Medivh was not caught in that fight to reset. But again, you won the support camp. Now, let's see what you do this side of match ready. You're giving percentage. Potentially you could invade here. Maybe see if the side of Boost Bonobos takes it. You do see Sonya down bottom. They're looking like they just want to take the fight into the Garrosh here because they don't have a fort, but they do know that Medivh should be rotating somewhere around here. Again, you could have potentially given some more percentage just to secure their camp, because Garrosh, at least somebody was top, right? Like, that at least one person's top, and by the time someone rotates to you guys, it doesn't matter, you're out, and then you have an item advantage. You know what I mean? So there is that in mind to keep in mind, but they went straight up top, and that's fine too. But now you're going to see a counter play down bottom, and they have to respond to this. They really should, or unless they go for the keep wall here. I mean, you could give up bottom fort, which is exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing a call towards, okay, we want to give bottom fort, then we're going to start taking keep wall. Great reaction by Match Ready. The only issue is you're getting low because you left the healer on the point. Why? You just... I don't know if leaving the healer on the point was worth it. You took a lot of damage as the Greymane here. But they get some pressure. But overall, it probably wasn't really worth it at that point. There's a lot of damage with the Greymane here. And they do get the objective, but they do sacrifice the bottom fort here, right? Which is huge because if they don't do some counter damage down bottom, then all of that was, you know, just for pokes. And it could play off in the late game. You do open up an opportunity for a win condition here, right? So they are going to come up mid. Malfurion is in the protector here, and probably smart because you are really squishy and weak, but and you don't want to be caught. But Greymane is caught out potentially, and you have Greymane coming, or Garrosh coming in, and Greymane is going to be annihilated because he was a little bit too high up, and there is going to be a counterplay by the last rights here because the Medivh's protection was down. Great step by Grace holding down his ult here, and as we can see here, Medivh is just getting a lot of free damage here, but there's gonna be a lot of poke, and they should potentially focus on the well here. That's really what you need here, potentially, but you are gonna see a portal potentially going on to the Varian here, but there is potentially a counterplay protection, great by the Medivh, but there is no escape point. You could potentially turn here because there is no tank, right? There is no tank at all, but you don't see that. They're gonna immediately start taking their fortification camp, and that's really good overall for the side of, you know, honestly, for boosted Bonobos, they got a great pick on the Greymane here for being a little bit too high right here. Sonya saw the opportunity, but at least last rights gets 2 stacks. So Medivh definitely has to make a choice whether to protect against the last rights or protect against the blow up comp here. And I don't know, side of boosted Bonobos, you could potentially fight here. This is a pre-16 fight. This is what you want to take here. There's a nice route onto the point here, and the unstoppable or the protection is used, but Grace is really low. They do not get a kill, and there's another protection on the Sonya here, and they are pushed away, but Sylvanas gets a kill by the Varian, and do they get anyone else? And here comes another cold-fashioned orb coming in. Misses, but they do get a 1-for-1 trade. It's fine. If you're getting 1-for-1 trades, that's okay. Now, are they going to start looking potentially down bottom here, take this camp from them? As they see Sonya top here, you can do that. And guys, look at how far Paper Wall is, right? And that's a good thing because he is aware that he doesn't want to get caught by potential rotation. And the Stukov comes in, and Garrosh might be going in, and Garrosh does not get any protection. Here comes the Leyline Seal, and Stukov. Oh my God! There goes Greymane. Greymane coming in from the top roads from the Leyline Seal, and there's an immediate toss out by the Garrosh here. But now you can start putting pressure down bottom here. You're gonna focus on the fort here, but you honestly, you're good. They do get the well here, and Garrosh comes down to see if he can catch someone, but takes it a little late, and they might throw the Varian in here. They get a taunt here, but is it really worth it? Stukov silence barely misses, but here comes an immediate taunt onto the Stukov here in last right, but there should be a protection on that potentially. No, Varian is getting really low, taking a lot of damage because Varian's way too high up. Was a nice potential turnaround, but still, was the risk worth it? Varian took a lot of tower shots. Medivh is now going to be annoying here, but follow up the nice Li Ming orb combo coming at Medivh here. But no 1 for trade here. That Greymane lunge, I know. Was nuts. But now you're starting to see the Sylvanas get trait down here, or in mid here. Gonna start pressuring mid because they can, and Muffins is going immediately in. They should be able to get the Li Ming here. Sonya misses it, but see, oh, they're gonna catch the whole team here. Great ley line seal. They do get Paper Wall, roots and silences the Medivh here, but does get tossed out, and he uses his ult to try saving the rest of his team, which is good, but that is the power of Medivh. But they do go Grace in, and Grace should potentially die here because he got caught out too by the Garrosh, but he's unstoppable, and they do get a portal on both of them potentially, but great taunt by the Varian to peel here. They're fighting underneath fort here. There is no Sylvanas trade here. They need to clear up the minions to save the mid fort, right? They did use their support camp here, which is good for the side of Match Ready. That way they don't have it for the next objective. But if you're on the side of Match Ready, do you decide to fight for this down here, right? And we do have Paper Wall leaving the game here, potentially lagged out, and there is the pause here. Guys, this is a really exciting game, right? We have both teams going back-to-back. 78 kills, really close kills here. A lot closer than the last match we had last time we casted them. You know, Grace over here getting 2 stacks so far. I believe it was primarily on the Garrosh. I think it was on the Garrosh. I did think I see one on the Sylvanas, so excuse me. I think it's a 1-for-1 on both of them. You know, pretty standard talents here. You went Dominance here. Great stuff because he understands that, you know, having the health back with the Malfurion is really good. And you're not going to have any mana problems on the side of Match Ready here, right? Shatter or Mortal Strike for more, or not more healing, excuse me, to reduce healing against the Stukov here. And then a nice Gray Mane, run it down, blow him up. You know what I mean? Good stuff on both teams here. I wish I really fully understood Medivh. Medivh's just a pretty pog hero and really annoying. So, Force of Will. There we go. Instead of saying protection, it's Force of Will. I was trying to figure out the name of it. You know, you really don't get to see Medivh that much, so... But hopefully, we do get Paper, or, Paper Wall to come back. Exactly a healer's story. At least it doesn't sound like he's peeing in a water bottle every time he's drinking water, right, Gio? Alright, Paper Wall is back. We did get a R confirmed by Paper. Boot it off. There should be a 3-2-1 coming up momentarily. Just want to let them know I'm ready too, because caster lives matter here. All right, countdown is done, and we are going to see Boost Bonobos start invading onto their siege camp, onto the fortification camp, and they are looking to go on to the portal here. But there's a nice catch by the Malfurion here, and Garrosh is getting really low, but here comes the Leyline Tilt to protect the Varian here. The Garrosh here, but Garrosh gets his health back up, and they're really low. Garrosh is super low. You can go in, because look at the Stukov. He's sewing up to protect, and there's an immediate catch onto the Greymane here, and oh, can they get it? They do. They get a nice reset by the Garrosh, or by the Greymane onto the Garrosh here. Great stuff here. Can they catch anybody else here? There's a lot of silence by the Stukov, but Force of Will blocks out the Li Ming, and they get away. Annoying stuff whenever you play against the Medivh. Annoying because you're negating a lot of damage. But it is no longer 1-for-1 trade. Match Ready does get the damage they needed, but they are going to lose mid-fort here momentarily, but they are going to get their fortification camp here. But Sonya does take the support camp for the next fight. But look at the value here. Now we get some chip damage here, right? Now we get pretty good chip damage actually for what this is, right? And in trade, we are going to get this because Garrosh is down for another 8 seconds, so we are going to get some more percent damage here, or percentage gained here. Oh, wow, Gio, you are claiming a lot here. You are claiming a lot here. All right, Medivh is coming down, searching to see if he can give some vision here. They are trying to play for 20 because you're on the side of Boost Bonobos. At this point, you don't want to throw your game here. You just need to play for 20. If you have to, which I doubt that you have to. I think they are going to have to give this. I mean, it's going to be close, right? Really close. Maybe, I don't know, Medivh will portal the whole team on to stall here. All you need, yep, they are looking to be aggressive here because they understand that Infofog. No, they don't. They do not. They do not force it. They could have potentially kind of stalled out, but Sonya might have been a little late. I wasn't sure if the Medivh was going to portal the Garrosh into soak up, but they are still getting a lot of damage here, and they are going to try burning this down because it is a 2019 advantage here. Both the squishies are in the protector here, and Boost Bonobos is chasing down the protector here. Muffin's just face tanking the damage here. Sonya's looking for an aggressive play here. They do notice it, and if you're on the side of Match Ready, so fair. You have to, right? You have to stall out this objective to get your 20 here. I mean, you could, right? You could pressure mid, but is it worth it, right? Like, is it truly worth it? Because they're just going to either burn you down, and then you have a long way to go. A long way to go. Just play for 20 here. Great stuff by Match Ready, being disciplined and understanding the situation here. It's almost like somebody has told them a million times and they're actually listening. Plain intended. And they have done it. They have reached the late game without throwing. It's awesome to see this. And they are stalling this out. They still have a half protector here. And they are starting to look to pressure mid. Because they are equal talents here. You are going to see a force fight onto the Sylvanas. But Sylvanas is pushed away. Bullet is done. But Force of Will is going to be on the Greymane here. Greymane does get last right on. But immediately healed right back up. Grace does go down, but Grace will come back up due to his no one can stop death. And they are looking at Infofox here. Infofox has no portal here. Super low. Varian gets the nice E and no taunt yet. But now it is a 5-for-4 trade here. Since the Malfurion makes them have 6 lives, 6 heroes, because he can come right back up. But now you start pressuring, right? You start looking at mid. What? Because on the side of Boost Bonobos, what can you do? You have your protection down, but Greymane potentially is caught here. He is thrown in, but the cleanse is too late, and he's taking a lot of damage here, and they might be able to get a trade here. They might be able to get a Garrosh here because Greymane was way too high up. Can they do it? They can't. Greymane was so high for no reason. Garrosh completely destroys, and then Varian might be next. That is so unfortunate. Silence comes down, Root is down, Garrosh is doing a lot of damage, but Li Ming coming from the side here, and now Grace is going in. This is gonna be a long cooldown timer if he dies here, and Sonya goes in for the leap. Or no, excuse me, Garrosh throws the Stukov in for the leap, and well, just like, you know, I guess I spoke a little too soon there. Unlucky. So now you see Boost Bonobos taking the side of Match Ready's fortification camp here. Let's see how Boost Bonobos play this. They have a Sylvanas here. They can look to probably push mid out, right? You have a fortification camp. You have Sylvanas to trade the towers here, or potentially just trade out the keep, right? So Boost Bonobos losing the Medivh, but taking 3 heroes to the side of Match Ready. But while this is being shoved in, let's look at this. Oh, we'll come back to the action here because they did catch the Li Ming potentially, but no, great stuff by Paper Wall. Great reaction time for any leap. But look at top, guys. Let's look at top for a momentarily. Someone has to clear this here. You're giving up top keep for mid, right? I mean, it's at least going to get low, right? On the side of Boost Bonobos, they're going to start taking the siege camp here. Throw the healer for extra CC, exactly. But on the side of Match Ready, you do get the top keep, so it is a trade keep. Really good stuff here. Really good stuff here. Look at the lanes push, just so far for the side of Boost Bonobos, so far. But they are taking all the items here, and now you're gonna have pressure up top, right? So you are gonna have to start dealing with that over time. Time Match Ready, that's your lucky break for sure. Getting caught out in mid, but at least you get the top, right? So now you're gonna start looking to take your bottom fortification camp, which on the side of Boost Bonobos, you have 1, 2. This will be your 3rd camp. You have a lot for a team fight here. So if you're on the side, of Match Ready, you gotta be very careful for these next team fights. Maybe try baiting out, getting away if you possibly can. I mean, that's if you can, because the amount of follow-up is insane. Look at this wave. Sonya now clearing, and they do see the Sonya back here. They're just gonna start poking out mid, but don't really need to do too much. There might be a portal onto the side, onto the backline of Match Ready. Infofox scouting out, seeing if they're all 5 here. It's following the main pack here. Follow the tank, honestly, you're gonna see the whole team, right? Well, typically you would, because typically the team will play off your tank. They are going to the top 4. Get some protection, but Infofox is scouting out choke points here. They should now see the Greymane pressuring top here, and they probably will see a rotation response by the side of Boost Bonobos here. And they do see the Varian anchoring, but there is a miss on the Root portal here, but there is an engage by the Greymane here. Greymane completely caught out and mind controlled so high up. Greymane is completely high up, leaning. It should be the next target to fall here. Oh no, nice route by Paper Wall here. Here comes another portal in by the Medivh. There should be a taunt portal here, but it's just a bait. Teal, don't fall for it. And now they're gonna catch Malfurion, and they're probably gonna catch the Varian here. Varian should fall here. That is a taunted. Oh, unlucky. Grace is the coming back to life here. And I mean, this should be game. Here comes a portal through because you have mid keep down. You can portal through, guys. This is looking like game number 1 is going to the side of Boost Bonobos unless Grace can hold it off. Can he pull it off the 1v5? I don't think he can. You should go in, Grace, for the memes. Go in there, fight them all. But there is a portal trying to solidify Grace. Grace does get thrown in, is going to try doing something, but it does nothing. Gets completely thrown back in, but gets a second life. But GG's to the side of Boost Bonobos, using the Medivh comp very well. Super annoying comp. You know, Match Ready definitely had their chances, but every time the chance came up, Boost Bonobos was able to find an opportunity to catch out anyone on the side of Match Ready that was overextended. They did really well catching and taking advantage of that. So GG's to the side of Boost Bonobos here. Hey guys, here's my Muradin. Hope you like it. All right. So Boost Bonobos takes that. So it is a 1-0 to the side of Boost Bonobos. And guys, as I always say as a caster, I hope we get to see 3 games. But, you know, for each team, Or Bonobos are like, no, we just need to win one more. No 3-game series, right? More points if you get a 2-0 domination. But if it's not the match ready, you need to win the next one to stay in and get these points, baby. So now Bonobos gets to pick. That Ming level 4 last night. Yeah, that Ming on Grace was something, huh? They completely annihilated him off the mid camp, the support camp there on Volskaya last night. It was pretty funny. But let's see what the next selection for map choice here, guys. You know, trying to think of the pool. We may end up getting a Cursed Hollows potentially. Trying to think of Boost Bonobos map picks here. I can't really remember. I know obviously Volskaya was one, but maybe Cursed Hollows. I know all the Diablo maps are banned. I'm kind of sad. You know, I like watching Infernal Shrines played and BOE. Those are some of my favorite maps here. We may end up going to Towers of Doom. Maybe Dragonshire. Those are your typical maps that you will see teams go towards on their last leg, because those maps are really fun. They're really fun, but there's a lot of pressure you can have on that map, right? For Dragonshire, you have bottom lane to consistently pressure bottom lane. If you play the map well, you know, if you out macro the team, right, you're gonna put at least a lot of pressure on the side of the team that's trying to be more PvP versus or PvP aggro. And then let's look at see what other maps I said, Dragonshire and Cursed Hollow, same thing, right? You can really punish a team based off macro. If your PvP aspect of the game is not going well, then you could really punish a team on larger maps. I wouldn't say Dragonshire is that larger map, but more referring to Cursed Hollow. All right. But man, what a game though. That was a lot. This first game was really good because it really did come down to, you know, the last straw. But you know, unfortunately for match ready, they really didn't even need to go top. I mean, like, just let's rethink about what happened there, right? Like, you have the keep up top. You have your cat is going there. You really didn't need to be there, right? If you're gonna go somewhere, right? It just didn't make sense. In my mind, it just doesn't make sense. At least in my mind, it does not make sense. You know, you're giving yourself vision on their side of the map where you have no idea which side they're coming from. You have a Medivh that will portal the team in. I get that you have a fort behind you, but they have a Sylvanas and a Medivh. So, how's the office coming along? Looks like the quiet fan replaced the AC unit. Yeah, so the maintenance guy will be coming in tomorrow, but I am just preparing for the summer, because down here in the south, it's really hot, you know. So I have this nice fan here for the office, for me personally, obviously. But in my bedroom, I got this 40-inch vertical fan, you know. And now that I'm actually making, you know, would say like bigger money, not really big money, but money that I can spend $100 at Target, you know, every now and then, you know, treat myself to things that I really shouldn't be, but I'll take a fan, you know. Nice vertical fan, pretty nice. Boosted Bonobos too strong. This train makes no pit stops. Fair enough. But I'm happy with this fan. It's only 15 bucks, and the other fan I think I got was like, I think $80. No, yeah, I think it was it was 70 bucks, I think. So not bad. And then I also bought I bought a Sprite and some Sour Patch Kids. It's completely necessary. All right, we did get an invite. Let's see what map we are being taken to. We do have a Towers of Doom, so let me go ahead and update the selection here. Boost Bonobos takes Towers of Doom here. All right. I'm going to switch over to draft here so you guys can see the background. So, a lot of good games going on here. A lot of good stuff here. I love the Towers of Doom map. Hey, pretty much the host, Ekdar. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, bringing everyone in for this excellent game. For people who are coming in from Ekdar, hope you guys had a great stream through Ekdar. And just to give you an update, Boost Bonobos takes the first win on Volskaya. Had a very, very fun draft. The Medivh Garage comp was really exciting to see. Huh, interesting. But Welcome, welcome, welcome to the hut. Ah. Oh, here we go here. And we get another raid for... Hey, appreciate it, Ektar. Alright, caster is ready. Got a nice little swig in here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for coming in and joining the fun here for the Div A West. Go get the boosted barnacles. Hey, that might be what we have to start calling them. The boosted barnacles here. All right, everyone. Game number 2. Could it be the 2-0 victory to boosted bonobos, or do we get as the caster likes to see and hear, a 3-game series? But let's see how this game plays out. Towers of Doom is always a great end or a continuation for the series. So the first pick should be going over to match. Oh no, wait, am I busted in the head? I am busted in the head. I could have sworn first pick would have gone over to match ready, but let me actually relook at this. I might be losing my mind here. Yeah, I lost my mind there. Excuse me, guys, on that mistake here. First pick goes over to Boost Bonobos, so we're going to get a Maev and Sonya target ban. But we are going to get a TLV and Uther. Great respect ban on that TLV, because on the side of Boost Bonobos, they have a great TLV player that can punish any team that is just not expecting or planning for it. So let's see what the first pick is. Cassia is going to be the first pick from Confused. I started the raid too early to finish the first time. No worries. I appreciate the raid, and I appreciate everyone that is coming in to watch and support these teams here. Appreciate you. So we do get a Cassia pick on the side of Boost Bonobos, but let's see what the follow-up is for match ready. Do they go? Do we get to see a Joe, etc? Do we get the Stukov pick here to solidify it? They are. So we are going to get the standard comp for match ready, potentially. You can negate this. Fall stat is open, right? You see the Orphe, you see the Stukov. Well, guess what's coming? You're probably going to see a lockdown comp for the side of match ready to get a lot of value. We're probably going to see a gray main if they don't take the gray main for more burst and more sustained damage. More than likely going to see, and here's the Lucio, and they do take the Varian out of the equation here, but hey, ETC is still wide open. But Lucio with the high 5 is going to be a nuisance, especially if played correctly. And Lucio can counter ETC Mosh Pit, and a good Lucio can counter a ETC Power Slide, assuming that's what you're going here, right? Or you could end up getting a Johanna here, but then Shatter Throw is just going to mess up your Unstoppable, which is really annoying overall. But let's see what the third ban is here. We are going to get a fall stat here. Excellent. They understand that we do not want to deal. We do not want to deal with a Gus. And let's see, do we get a Leo ban here? Because I do smell it too. I do smell a Leo here. You need a lot of lockdown, which is what Match Ready does rely on for this comp to really work. You need good lockdown, and you cannot cleanse a wall here like in Tomb here. But they are thinking about it. Are they going to ban out the Gray Main or the tank? Who are you focusing? They are going to ban out the ETC. That's really what's left. You don't know patience here. Hey, I like to play Lucio too a lot, and it's so satisfying. But that one misplay, it only takes one misplay. But I do trust it. I trust Patience Lucio here. I just have to keep watching him more. But good stuff. Looking out for your boy Patience. I respect it. I respect it. I do respect it, yes, the ball. All right. Let's see what the tank pick is going to be on this side. It's going to be Johanna here. The classic teal is going to go Joe. With the Sylvanas here, we're probably going to get Mind Control. Oh, still waiting for that Zeratul. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're really, unless they take the Leo, we're probably going to see a Leo. So if you're a wipeout here, you got to basically be prepared for the Leo pick here. I could see... I don't even know what he would pick here. Maybe Yrel. Oh, it is a Yrel. It is a Yrel. I was thinking they're either gonna go Yrel, but again, I'm trying to learn these hero pools for each team here as I continuously cast it. But we are going to get a Medivh. That is gonna be so annoying. Gonna be so annoying, especially for a blow up comp like that. And Grace. most likely going to pick the Leo. Might end up going, I mean, you need lockdown, like you really do, and you need to take advantage of that. But we are going to get a Malthael into the Urel. Yeah, great cleanse for the late game here. Probably didn't take the Leo because on the side of Boost Bonobos, they are anticipating, you know, a Leo. You know what's funny is you can go Ardent. It was a Sacred Ground on Urel, so if they did end up, if they did, you know, if they landed the Leo in 2, you just have Urel just go in and just use Sacred Ground and give like 50 armor. So we are going into the game number 2, guys, here on Towers of Doom here. Let's have an excellent series, and as I've continued saying, let's hope we get a game number 3. But if not, excuse me, guys, start hitting the mic. But if not, then GG's. All right, let's switch up the overlays here. Really excited for this map. You know, you have a lot of, you either have a really, really fast game or you have a long drawn out to the end. It's always really fun to see how each team plays. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the second time, we are going to be introducing... What's that thing right here? Oops. All right, let's go to the middle here. Introduce both teams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to the side on the blue team here, played by Boost Bonobos, Varian being played by Muffins here, Medivh being played by Infofox, Lucio being played by Patience, Rail being played by Wipeout, and Cassia being played by Confused. Malthael is being played by Grace for the side of Match Ready here. Stukov being played by Paperwall, Sylvanas being played by Sugar Bear, Johanna being played by Teal, and Orphea being played by Cold Fashion. All right, so looks like we are going to get another Medivh comp here, and we are going to see a lot of aggression here. Which side of Busunova's disrespect here? Varian goes in for a nice follow-up here to pull them, or to slow out the Sylvanas here, but Joe helps peel out. They do get some chip damage on the bottom cannon tower here. And here comes Joe, clearing the wave here, blinding the Cassia, which is really good to be your target, but the paper wall is looking to silence on the side of Boost Bonobos. And as you guys know, Varian is not a real hero till level 4, but there is no solidified taunt here, and they are going to go in. Muffins is looking aggressive here, but the silence comes up by paper wall immediately. And at this point, we are just going to see back and forth rotations here. This is probably what the game plan was. Like, all right, guys, they are suspecting a Leo here. They probably pick Leo. Or they know that we're going to pick Leo here, even though Leo is really good at double soaking, but Malthael knows he can get a lot of value with the On the Pale Horse and Urel. You know, at the end of the day, I believe Malthael should outclear over time the Urel here if is played correctly, but you are going to see a really hard engage by the side of Match Ready, because understanding yet again, we can take these fights here, right? We should look for these fights here. You have great poke in, but here comes Urel, and Malthael probably looks like called it, but they did see it and they got out immediately. Good stuff by the side of Match Ready, not forcing, and look at the soak advantage now, right? And Grace should stall out the Urel here, which he does immediately. Great stuff by the offlaner here, slowing down. It's okay. He missed one. One XP. Hey, that's fine. You missed one minion, and over time that does add up. But Varian is caught out mid, and Joey is getting low. Varian is now here, goes in, looking at Teal. Does Teal unstoppable? He does, and should just get out and reset here. Nice sounds on the back line here, and they are 4. So now your window is up of taking advantage of Varian not being a real tank, but now you have to respect the tank, as Taunt is now up, and Sugarberry caught out, completely caught out, and should potentially go down here with the Joe, but doesn't. But they are going to go into the fort here, and Medivh is going to try punishing, but no, they get in, they get out. Very lucky for Match Ready. Both heroes were low, and the tank could not peel much longer. Does the Medivh sniff this out? No, Medivh does not continuously hover over them like I thought we would have seen. But that was really close to the side of Match Ready. They got a nice and lucky break. Now you're going to see Medivh eventually going to soak up mid and get free stacks off of Grace here. And Grace knows it. Just kind of not feed him stacks here. And then on the side of Match Ready, potentially look at mid here. Grace is looking to tap before the objective here, going the safe route, but you are going to see Match Ready posture look aggressive here. And here comes the first towers. Urel is taking top, but Malthael has the advantage because he's taking it first. And could we see an aggressive kill? There's a silence onto the portal here. Good stuff. Cassie is getting real. They're both really low, but there should be a tap on the side of Boost Bonobos coming aggressively. And here comes the team. Oh, they do catch Muffins here, but do they do enough? Sylvanas goes in. There's a lot of damage coming out, but no. The counter damage is coming back on Sylvanas here. They can get a portal, but can they get out? Great stuff by Teal, catching, almost killing Medivh here for his stacks. Really close, but guys, oh no, there's another counter engage. They're looking at the Cassia, potentially Teal. It should be able to catch the Cassia low, but there should be a silence route here. No, but they look at the downer engage on the Orphe. Orphe does get out, skips out away. Skippity boop bop. Here comes the team. Here comes the pain train from Match Ready, and we are going in. We are going to start taking the bottom fort pressure here because at 13 minutes, I think it's 13 minutes, you start getting the keep. But again, guys, Match Ready did win the objective. They took the lead here. Great stuff on the side of Match Ready to get the level 7 talent advantage. Now, side of Boost Bonobos, what's the game plan here? You're gonna start, you're gonna start taking your camp immediately. You're gonna start looking to see on the side of Match Ready. So there should be an aggressive engage for side of Match Ready because if you start playing this correctly, Orphea does do a lot. Oh, that unstoppable might bite them in the butt. I don't know. They're not going aggressive. Okay, Yrel is in mid, but so is Malthael. It's a 5v5. They go in. It's okay. But hey, we do see Mercenary Queen taken by the Sylvanas, right? Yeah, okay, I thought I see that. To put more damage on the Sappers here. You are right. Fox had a great escape with 120 HP, but here comes... I sure can. Give me 1 second. Here's the XP going on here. Malthael taking the lead for a second, but let's look real quick. Teal is going in, but they do take the bottom bell tower here, and they are going to be aggressive on Cassie with no mana silences, and Teal is probably calling, hey, we need to get up here, and gets away. All right, while we have this loading up, because each team is going to back here, let's look at the XP differential here. So Grace leading by, respective, 1K lead in XP here. And on the side of Match Ready, they are doing pretty well. Sugar is going for the bell tower here first, and that's all the stalling they can do. They're gonna have to give this here. So if you're on the side of Match Ready, you're in a very good position here because look, all you gotta do is be aggressive here. Here's an unstoppable to make sure he doesn't get booped away, but Force of Will comes in to stop the damage on Cassia, but they just gotta protect bottom at this point, right? Like, look at this, right? This is where you start snowballing games here. You protect bottom, you have a great double soaker here. Just send one to take camps, right? And just protect bottom. You have a nice advantage here. You do see a Yrel portaling from behind here. Nice fight for it, but here comes the counter engage, and it's a 5v4 down here, and Malthael is taking camp. That should be called out, and let's see how they handle this. Teal is taking a lot of damage and completely obliterated pre-10. Oh boy, that's unfortunate, but they do get the top camp. I'm sure that was called down bottom, but holding down that bottom bell tower is important here. They are looking to be aggressive on Sugar, but he does get out. Medivh does finish the stacks here, and they're forced away from the bottom bell tower here because you don't have a tank here. But look how much damage is being put on it. Oh no, they're gonna look to go back in because they know they're fighting the bell tower. You should go back in. This is really good. There should be a nice push into a wall, but it might not be enough. Oh, the crushing jaws. Oh my god. Oh, was worth a try. But here comes Joe respawning back up. 2 ults have been used on the side of Match Ready, and the objective is coming up in 30 seconds. You should have enough time to at least bait it out, and you have the advantage. Stukov did back to get some health, and they are playing. Medivh just got information that there is only 3, but you may see a portal from behind. You got to know that's there. And here comes a taunt, immediate wailing arrow, and here comes a leyline seal. All right, do they get the counter code info? They do get info fox, but it's not. No stacks negated. He did complete it, but here comes a lot of damage by the Yrel by Orphea. But here is another. You should stop this push down here. Start taking the bottom bell tower. Keep pushing this in. If you're the side of Match Ready, Yrel is going to get lane prio, but you do have a Malthael taking the bottom bell tower. Now you start taking camps here, right? You have a huge advantage, but you don't give them this, right? Like, you only need 1. Paperwall is anchoring in to make sure that no spicy business comes in here. Really exciting game here. That's why we love Towers to do. 36-17. And let's see if they can maintain the lead, right? For the side of Match Ready here. They get a blind on Cassia, but Cassia was not really auto-attacking much yet. And they're going to start poking down this. And here comes a portal yet again by the Yrel here. Grace is on the camp here, and there's going to be a nice 5v4, but just fight underneath the bell towers. Do not overextend here, but there's like immediate cleanse, and Immediate cleanse, and I think that's Ardent Defender by Yrel here. We'll check in a second, make sure I'm correct, but Yrel does go back in, and Grace is here back to the 5v5. Both sides have barely any ults here. They are trying to slow down. Cassie is looking like the target, but no, Muffins might be the target next, but there's a lot of damage by the Cassie here with the lightning ball here. Orphea does fall. They do not get anything, but they are so low. Oh no. This might be the target here, but they are getting low. Muffin's getting super low here. Nice silence by this Dukov here. And here comes a portal towards the back line. They trust. They need to make sure Sugar Bear does not fall here. And they are going to catch the Yrel, but Yrel does push it back. And here comes a lot of damage to the side of Match Ready. But oh, they're so low. There's just so much damage. They are taking too much, but no, Teal falls. And Lucio gets them back up the hill. But do they get one sapper in? It's 3v3. They are so low. Come on. No, they're so low. They're so low. Yrel has to go mid to catch a soak. Oh, the Lucio and the Medivh with, oh my god, the amount of damage being sustained by them is just insane. Insane. All right, now that we have a quick breather here, there should be a trade-off here. There's no really need to be aggressive. I mean, if you're outside Boost Bonobos, you want to try and mitigating as much damage on your core as you can, but... And that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to send one, and they're probably going to let Medivh leyline seal. You are going to get... Oh, he missed the Q, and Medivh does go in. Medivh is really high, but there should be a silence on the portal here. They get theirs, but it's a 5v4, and Yrel, or Cleanse is used on the Medivh here. Crushing Jaws does catch the Varian here. Varian should... Oh, no, that's the wrong target. You have 2 protections, but there's a lot of damage being used. Okay, it's fine. There's a trade. Nobody died here. That's nice for side of Match Ready, and you get 5 shots due to the bottom bell tower being taken. So lanes are being matched again while we have another stalemate. Let's look at the XP here. Yrel did catch up in XP. Now actually with a slight lead. Putting them back in because Malthael was taking the bottom camp while they're letting Yrel catch up in soak here. But inside Match Ready, you're still in the lead slightly with XP, and you still have the bottom bell tower, so you're doing really well. Okay, here comes another stalemate at bottom here, you know? You probably, like, let's not take this, because we have to defend this, right? And Malthael is looking to take top again. And he's going to take it very quickly here. Pretty good stuff here. They are hovering, and Yrel does get the lane rotation prio here. Here comes, and they suspect that this is coming. They're going to start prioing their camp here, so you can negate. You can negate the enemy team for Match Ready to take your sappers. But does Grace get caught here? Grace just walks right into the bush when they know they're there, and here comes Joe. I'm scratching my head about that one. Here comes the damage. Here comes the Crushing Jaws, misses, but a lot of ults have to be used, and they're letting the ball lightning bounce, get a lot of value here. This Teal finish his subdue quest here, doesn't, but here comes Stukov pushing them away here, as Stukov does best, and Cassia goes in, taking some tower shots here. But if you're on the side of Boost Bonobos, this is exactly what you need here. You need that kill. Grace getting punished for checking the bush, and it was called. There was no need to be there. So the advantage on towers is gone, but let's see if they can get another trade. We do have 2 ults down, but there's another fight on the bottom siege camp here, and Stukov is potentially caught, but here's a silence follow to the Medivh. Medivh does get out, but do they kill the Varian or Yrel? This is really big, and there's a lot of damage being distributed, and Yrel is caught out in the back line. Can they punish Yrel? Yrel is super low, but gets out. This is so frustrating if you're on the side of Match Ready, because you're getting all these kill potentials, but Cold Bastion is trying to commit. Muffins does get out with the back here, but they are trying to catch Cassia. There's a portal here. You do get 1 bell tower, but can you get 2? You have to stall it out, and the Medivh down here is getting pressured. Here comes the Stukov silence, but can they get out? Here comes a Johanna ult here, but Muffins, Infofox says that, excuse me. Here comes the Lucio and the tank. You get 2 tower shots here, but if you're on the side of Match Ready, you gotta start playing aggressive here. There is no setup fallout for the Orphea to be aggressive there. That was unnecessary. Trying to catch it out raw, but doesn't wait for the Joe to set up. They are gonna take back the bottom bell tower here. And they are trying to see if they can get Cassie here, but Lucio should be able to cleanse that out, and there should be a cleanse on the Malthael here with ball lightning, but they should spread out for the ball lightning, and 16 will be in favor of the side of Match Ready. Grace should start looking to go soak as he's backing first, and you do get the bell tower coming up. This is the final fight, 16 versus 16 here. Defend your bottom bell tower, right? If you control this, you have a higher probability to win the game, because if you win the team fight, they have nowhere to go. But if you're on the side of Match Ready, like this right here, I mean, you got to see where Yrel's at, right? You got to see where Yrel's at, because if Yrel gets the rotation advantage, can really screw up your team. And if you're on the side of Match Ready, you know, honestly, they are anticipating, but they do see. They are looking for Grace. Oh, they're making immediate boss. Great call by the side of Bonobos to take them off of the map because they do know that on the side of Match Ready, they are taking this. And I looked like they were going to gank Grace at top, but they are just going to take this. Oh, they are looking to gank Grace. They catch him out. A cleanse is used early, but they don't catch him. Great stuff. Great cleanse, preemptive cleanse, and they, oh, no. This is big. Oh, that's unlucky. You didn't get the tower there. But you have to start clearing this. You either clear this or you take this. This is almost checkmate. If you're on the side of Match Ready, defend this. Let Maltho go to the back line, because guess what? You have to defend one or the other. Okay, so you are going to commit 2 here. You are going to have Varian. Honestly, you just keep fighting. And here's the catch here. Great catch and silence onto the Cassie, but there is no damage. But the Yrel gets silenced immediately. And Lucio. This should be GG. There's 1. There's 2 Sappers, I think. And they are fighting on the point down here. So only one Sapper got in. We are potentially looking for a game number 3. This is so exciting. Medivh gets caught out, has nothing left. Sylvanas is going in, but nice force of will. You are going to see Match Ready win game number 2. This is so awesome. So awesome, because this is a blow for blow game. GG's to the side of Match Ready. 25-0. Wow, what a game, right? What a game. The Medivh did not pay off to the side of Bonobos as they were hoping to see here. All right, we look at those post stats. I'm going to update. Red team wins and 1-1. Great series so far. Another great series. We do get a nice 3-game series here. So from the side of Match Ready, I bet you got the nerves. You know, you got the nerve. You're excited. You're excited to boost Bonobos. You're still in this. It's a 1-1. Game ain't over here. Keep it up. Keep grinding. Keep pushing here. Let's see what the next comp is going to be and where are we taking to. I'm now thinking we are going to get a Dragonshire map. All right. Just letting all my stats and talent geeks in the chat get their fill in before I switch. All right, everybody, we do get a game number 3 here. I have a feeling we are going to Dragonshire. That's just a hunch based on, you know, looking at what Match Ready likes to pick. That is in their hero pool. So we might be able to get that. But, you know, it does seem like this. I'll be honest with you. The Stukov did so much, really, and truthfully, he did. Paperwall did an excellent job silencing the portals and putting Medivh, making Medivh either have to be forced to make a good portal, or get punished for, you know, for spots where Paperwall, the Stukov player, could set up. As we saw with Malfurion too. Great setups for the Medivh, for a counter engage on Medivh. Great stuff. Great AoE denial. So props to the healer. You know, not many people like to focus on the healer or give respect where it's due, but you know, the healer did really well there. So good stuff by Paperwall. Hopefully we do get a long and exciting last game. Let's see who wins this big brawl. You know, at the end of the day, this is a very close series now, and I was really happy to see that this is the game from the night that we get. Match Ready not done just yet. All right, Match Ready is probably calming the nerves down, seeing what the strat is next. And outside of Boost Mode, same thing. They're probably trying to see, all right, guys, what are we going to do here, right? Like, what, you know, where, if we go here, what do we take here? If we go here, what comp do we go here? Are we just going to counter? Are we going to counter their comp? Are we going to prio other heroes, you know? And also, as we were talking about Leo not being taken in the last game, probably really well, because their game focus was no longer on setting up the, you know, as we stereotypically see by Match Ready, the Entomb, Orphea drops, the, what's that talent called again? Like, I always brain fart whenever it's like, whenever the pressure's on about hero. Let me find Orphea real quick. I barely play this hero. It is Eternal Feast. So we are invited to draft here. Oh, wow, we get a Cursed Hollows game. All right. Did not expect that one. Perfect. So Cursed Hollow for game number 3 here. It was great. Maybe Dragon Shard was banned. No, it was not banned out. Okay. The red team here. So Match Ready does select 2 series win this week for Match Ready. Guess we'll see. All right, both teams are ready here. Ooh, my eyes are starting to get dry here. They are initiating. Let's switch over to the draft screen here. And let's get going. All right, everyone. Game number 3. Final game of the night. Final game of the series here for Boost Bonobos versus Match Ready here. Can Match Ready do... I wouldn't really call it a reverse sweep since it's not a, best of 5. But, they were down the first game. They finally tied up the series here. Can they get the momentum going? But can Boost Bonobos hold on and not let that loss from last game shake them up here? So we are going to get a Maev, again, first ban. And then we are going to get another, same stereotypical bans, first pick, Uther, immediately banned out. Don't want to deal with double support here. And Sylvanas apparently was the problem for the side of, for Match Ready, for Boost Bonobos, was the problem here. And we are going to get another TLV pick here. Now, do you prioritize the ball stage? This is a big map. Do you see, we are going to get a Sonya pick here. Okay. We are going to get a Sonya pick here. We could potentially see Malthael. Are we going to get an after series interview? Maybe. Maybe. If they can pull it off, then they can interview. Alright, let's see what the side of Match Ready selects here. Are we going to get a Stukov or if you have Prio pick again? Are we going to get the tank Prio pick here? I do think that you should Prio at least a healer. Alright, so we are going to get an Orphea Stukov Prio again. Now, if you're on the side of Boost Bonobos, what are you going to do? Falstad is still up, right? If you... Falstad or May. May is a really good counter for their team here. So we do get a Cassie again. No. And we get a Lucio. So basically looking like the same comp except for the Sonya instead of the Yrel here. And Sonya can be a very, very hard counter. As well to the Orphea with Leap, right? If you lock down the Orphea here. But what's scary about Orphea, if you don't fully lock her down, she can just heal right back up from 0 to 100. All that damage you did to her is going to be dished right back out to you. So let's see. Do we get a Falstad ban? Do we want to deal with a Falstad or is there another Prio or May? Okay. We are going to get a Falstad ban. Yep. Gust is annoying, but also on this map, global presence to gank the off lane is super annoying. It's when you can pick your fights inside of Boost Bonobos. So let's see what the pick is going to be banned. Are they going to ban the ETC or Varian? Do you want to counter the Varian? Or, I don't really know, if they would go Joe here. Probably ETC or Varian here. I would assume that'd be one of the picks. Or they ban out the offlaner. They ban out the offlaner. They're going to ban out the Malthael here. All right, this makes things a little interesting for the offlane here to keep up with the Sonya here. But from the side of Match Ready, you should now see your... Oh, okay, we're just going to get the Leo pick. And I assume the tank here, so you can deny the tank. Unless you take your Greymane, or we may see a Zeratul. Nah, I couldn't see a Zeratul. So we are going to let the flex pick flex to the very end. So Joe is taken here. I think Joe's a pretty solid pick here. Great blinds. Great, pull in for the Orphea. Overall, just a walking fortress. Again, that's the tank that I mained. One of my favorite tanks. Now liking Muradin a lot more. It's a lot more fun. But Joe has always been one of my go-tos to show off. So now we have the last few picks for Muffins and Infant Fox. We're looking for, I would assume, the flex. So we're going to main Hogger. Ooh. We're going to have 2 Bruisers and a tank and Avalanche to basically push out the side of Match Ready when things just get too much. Or you Avalanche the back line, like potentially the Stukov, into the side of Boost Bonobos. So you have a very, very tanky team. Oh my god, I'm having a sugar come down from all this, from the Sprite I had earlier. That's what I'm drinking right now. We are going to get a Greymane. I like the comp. I like both teams' comps here. Augur and Sonya. Oh my god. That's so much. You know what's crazy about them? Is they're bruisers, but they're like thick assassins. Like thick with an ACC, like thick assassins here. You can't kill them. I mean, you can, But that's the importance of the Greymane and Leo, actually. Great percent damage hero. So you do have a lot of counter towards the tankiness, but you also have just great sustainability on side of Bonobos. But let's see for game number 3. You know, who wins this? Cursed Hollows, you know, typically, you know, to end a great series, you know, I'm very biased here. I really like Dragonshire as a map. And I mean, I could just be forgetting that they banned it, but let's go ahead and switch. All right, everybody. Last and final call out for attendance here for both teams. Last name call here for game number 3. We're gonna start with Boosted Bonobos yet again, the blue team. May being played by Muffins, Hogger being played by Infofox, Lucio being played by Patience, Sonya being played by Wipeout, and Cassia being played by Confused. And for the side of Match Ready, we have Leoric being played by Grace, Stukov being played by Paperwall, Greymane being played by Sugar Bear, Johanna being played by Teal, and Orphea being played by Cold Fashion. So we are going to see on the side of Boosted Bonobos a straight importance to just go soak, potentially just get vision around the map. You do see Greymane peeling off the get vision here, which lets the enemy team know where at least one person is. Leo is mid, and they don't know yet that each team outside of Boosted Bonobos, they are just, you know, going for lane soak here. Leo potentially peel off as soon as he sees a Sonya or Hogger, and Hogger is just going to deny soak down bottom. So here we go. There is a Leo coming up top. Now, if Lucio wanted to be really annoying, you could have just stalled this, as you see a lot of teams, and put a lot of damage on, not a lot of damage, but pad your stats for the Lucio on the offlaner, trying to immediately get to the soak here, which you could deny a lot of beginning soak, but they don't. So May is looking to deny rotation here. Pretty standard stuff here if you're on time, and they are going to immediately start taking the bottom siege camp here. So the reason for this bottom siege camp take, for anyone who does not know, is the objective spawns bottom, so you want to immediately start putting pressure on this. And Hogger's going to take bruisers here because the camp is down bottom. So you stall this out to the very end, you know, whichever side spawns first. So luckily for side of Boosted Bonobos, they will get a advantage. It's, you know, it's unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. But then you immediately start taking your bruisers because you do expect your team to start taking, you know, their bruisers to start getting a counter engaged. But you do put pressure down in bot lane as well. And now Sonya is getting a nice clear. Leo was coming in to help, but is going to go right back up top. And you should see a rotation shortly to the siege camp if timed well. If you time this for, I think it's 2:45, because at 2:30 the minion will spawn in. And yeah, so if you see at the 1:45 timer, so see how it's going in. At 1:45, 1:40, they should be crossing here. So you should see your siege camp just walk behind it. Again, it's just like little minion bodyguards for your siege camp to put more pressure. That's all it is. Nothing crazy. But they do get a free clear on the bruiser camp here. And you do see May putting pressure down bottom. Cold Fashion just there to soak the XP. But now if you're on the side of Boosted Bonobos, you have to start looking and paying attention at this bruiser camp here, because this is going to do a lot of damage to your wall. And this is exactly what we're seeing. We're going to see 3 pushing down. You are going to potentially get, you should potentially get a bottom tower here. They are focusing here, getting as much XP, but here comes the Hogger pushing him away. Hogger is basically the secondary tank of the team here, and here comes oh, he misses. Infofox misses and is a little deep, and here comes a nice silence by Stukov here, but does he get punished here? Joe is looking at, but Unstoppable is Cassie, and Cassie does not get punished, neither does Infofox. And here comes the objective here. But look, guys, this is what we're talking about here, right? Objective is taken, and it's being stalled. But at 2:45, right, you take it, it'll now be behind the spinning wave, and you have to make the offlaner decide, am I going to stay or am I going to go? And now that the objective is in the neutral territory, more or less more on the side of Boosted Bonobos, they are going to posture first. And they potentially, on the side of Match Ready, it looks like they potentially are getting this. Maybe? Okay, good. They should put some pressure here. There's no need to give it. Lucio is doing a lot of damage here, uses his trait ability. Teal is here. Potentially try catching the Lucio here, and Teal is going to try getting it, but Muffin should stall here. There's a lot. Oh, all 5 of them are down, all 4 of them down here. There's going to be a nice counter engage on the Orphea. Orphea way too high up, and Teal should be able to get out here. Greymane is in the back line here, poking down. Infofox here, the Hogger. And here comes a nice engage again by Joe, but here comes a blind right back at Greymane. Leo had to stay top to clear that. They're both really low. And middle is now being stalled here. There should be a stun on the wall on the Stukov here, and they should be able to get the objective here, but there should be a counter kill on the Hogger here, because Hogger does go in, stuns him out, but there is another follow-up on the Cassia, Lucio, and May is trying to get a nice follow-up, but oh, Stukov was caught by the Blizzard. and gets punished for trying to silence in an unnecessary situation. You just need to kind of pull away from that after that kill. Just look around the map, start playing the map more. Really no need. You don't win those fights. Alright, so we do see the Grey Mane back, reset. Johanna is going to be down bottom. And it comes to a game of RNG. Random number generator. Which side is going to be where it's going to play next? So Boost Bonobos gets another fortunate spot for them. It's on their side of the map. If it's not match ready, you are looking to fight here. You have Sonya top, Grey Mane, or Leoric is clearing out mid. They are posturing, potentially can catch. No, they do not, and they do catch the Grey Mane inside the Blizzard here, but Blizzard is down for, I believe, maybe I think 10, 12 seconds, but Augur does get out from the silence here with his Unstoppable. And here they go. Blizzard is being casted. Muffin's in the back line here. Completely caught out. Potentially he's forced out. Silence maybe in the choke point. But here comes Song in the back line as well. On the side of match ready, you're getting really low. You're getting really split. Johanna is low as well. And if you're on the side of match ready, you are in an unfavorable situation. But here comes the trait by the Stuke off here. And Muffin does go and trying to catch the Grey Mane here. But now Leo is low, or the Lucio is low. Sonya is low. And you might be able to get it counter engaged. Sonya is the target here, but gets pushed away by Hogger and by the Lucio here. But Cassie is now the target here. Grey Mane coming back up. Leo is very healthy here. Not a match ready. You are really low, but good thing you have Orphea as the good sustained healer and damage dealer. And here comes Grey Mane to finish off Muffins here. Leo looking to get a follow-up kill on Leo. But if you're talking about sustained heals, you have Paperwall coming in, using his abilities very nicely, and having Leo and Orphea being able to heal themselves is really nice, because then you start focusing on the Grey Mane for heals if you're on the side of match ready. Great stuff. They are holding on to the very end. Fights were back and forth until the trait hit by the Stukov here, and does a lot. All right, so mid is crashing into Boost Bonobo's side. Lucio is going to capture that, and you are going to see Johanna start the Bruiser camp, you know, play for 10 here. It's bottom siege camp. Oh, bottom siege camp's coming up. You have 10 first on the side of match ready, but it doesn't really matter because Boost Bonobo should be able to get their 10 next. And all right, if played correctly, you can get a lot of value with this, right? A lot of value. If stalled out long enough, I should say, instead of saying played correctly, if stalled out long enough for the side of match ready, you can do a lot of damage here, but here come the Bruisers, you know, same problem here. But there is a immediate, oh my god, there's an immediate blow up for the Sonya here. I did hear a Blessed Shield go out with Bullet. So they are going to start the objective here, or start the objective and take it. But from the side of Boost Bonobos, this is the right call here. You need to get out of mid and start taking this camp immediately. The camp should be called here. And with the Grey Mane on the boss here with rotation time, yeah, you should be all right. You should be able to start this camp and take it in time. I mean, side of Boost Bonobos, they may get close, but it'll just be a boss for boss here. This is pretty standard around the second, for coming up to the fourth phase here. For this, it'd be the fourth phase. So it is again. Oh, unlucky. It is again. If you're on side of match ready, that is unlucky, because Boost Bonobos gets another chance on their side of the map again. And here comes bottom. Orphea is going to go down bottom, which is nice because Orphea is a great lane clear and also has self-sustain. Joe is going down as well. Leo is just soaking mid and healing off of Hogger. Doing a lot of damage to Hogger, actually. Potentially having to make him tap early or back. Here comes Bullet immediately and Cocktail Grenade, but is blocked. Shoots out bombs at the Grey Mane, but Grey Mane is also low on mana. Could be a problem later. But you are going to get bottom boss to take out the well. Nothing much. They are leaving early, and Leo does get out with his E. So, side of Boost Bonobos, you should know this gate bush is coming up. There is a snowball. I've been really funny. Oh, I don't know about that one. That one's a little interesting. Silence is smoothly casted here, but here comes a nice engage on the back line. Here they are. Do get a lead in this Sonya. Or, oh, great avalanche into safety here, but you do isolate two. You have the two tanky boys up front. Leo does engage in with his E, but gets out, and this is really good. You know, pushed out. Now, you can either A, look for a counter engage, but they don't. They understand that they don't need to take this fight. May actually saved those three. If May would have actually caught them on that bottom wall right where the Johanna's at, that would have been dead. Two dead heroes. So it gives match ready another chance without taking too much XP loss, and Muffins does get out with that scuff slide into the wall. All right, Leo's gonna be rotating down top. You have Cassie and Lucio on the top objective here. Really good. Get some XP and get some lane pressure. And now, here we go. Now your match ready has a chance to get an advantage to see if they can take it. Now level 13 is taken. Subdue or the roar and subdue combo here. Really good. It's the standard build that I typically go. You have Abyssal, Symbiosis. They might be looking for a gank on Hogger. Hogger is really low. Hogger should start backing here. You see the Orphea. You don't know where your enemy team's at, but it should give you time to reset and start going back to the bot lane. Okay, so Orphea is going to get a nice free lane clear and start rotating top. But look at this. If you're on the side of match ready and you win that objective and all the lanes are crashing, it's a pretty nice setup. But if you're on the side of match, if you're side of Boost Bonobos, you are getting a lot of pressure up top. You get a nice fort taken out. Unfortunately, no well taken. You know, makes sense. Don't need to be too aggressive here without seeing where the enemy team's at. They do see Johanna. They're trying to see where Greyman's at, but Blizzard is used. Greyman is in a weird spot here. Is he punished for this? Bullet might be used shortly, and there might be an avalanche used. No, they are going to look at Muffins here. Muffins is really low, and the team is split. Oh, here comes Sonya looking for a great engage here. They are in a choke here, and Joe, it has to use her unstoppable. Leo poking out. Oh, Leo getting really low. Ball lighting in. Here comes an Orphea wall with a silence onto the Sonya here. Sonya goes out to the back line, but there should be a bullet onto the Sonya. Sonya is rotating, spinning the wind out, but they do kill Paper Wall here. Paper Wall does fall, but they get another kill on the Leo here, and they do get a follow-up kill on the Orphea. If you're on the side of match ready, this is a big misplay, and you need to engage hard on the side of Boost Bonobos because there is Curse coming up, and there is no protection. Teal should fall as well, but misses his subdue quest. And Greyman's like, oh no, oh no, oh no, get out, get out, get out. Oh no. This is scary. Scary stuff for the side of match ready. But for the side of Boost Bonobos, you are looking great. You have to clear it out bottom and see what we're talking about. Even though they match ready did lose the fight out bottom, you had the siege camp holding back bot wave. Obviously going to be cleared by the Sonya. Greymane looking to potentially... Oh dear God, why are you here? You know this is coming. You know it's coming, but you know, at least you get away. Fair. That was a possibility that there could be a possibility that Boost Bonobos could have gotten a kill on the Greymane here. And Orphea, potentially nice sidestep by hitting the Q on Muffins to a nice dash upwards. Greymane going in because he knows his team is there for the engage here. They are looking for a whole 3-man avalanche out, baby. Just like the Gust here, Sonya getting bottom. So all forts are lost during this tribute. Not too bad. Not too bad for this side of Boosted Bonobos. Great stuff outside of Boost Bonobos taking advantage. They got a lot done. And from the side of match ready. Sugar Bear turned into a gummy bear. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'll give you that one. Bosses are now up. Do we get to see a counter boss, or are we going to see an engage? And I believe they sniff it out. May is kind of making it obvious that they are bossing. May is trying to cut off the main rotation. Teal is going to scout here. I don't think you're going to make it in time. Teal may have to commit a lot here. Teal does call it out, but here comes Ball Lightning. That's a lot of damage. Do they do it? Can they finish it? And Cassie goes to the back line, but can they get on the point? They can't. Oh, Leo does get on, but here comes Eternal Feast on 2 targets here. This is that match ready coming in for the classic boss throw up on the side of Boost Bonobos, and there goes 4-3 down. Can they get the next kill? Do they get Muffins here? Oh no, Boost Bonobos with the classic boss throwdown bottom against Eternal Beast. Oh no. But good take by the side of match ready here. Muffins does push out the Stukov here, and they are looking for the keep wall to start putting some pressure because the bot fort will fall, and Leo soaking up mid bruisers, what remains of it at least. Wow, what a fight. I was gonna say, no, they missed the Eternal Feast, but then I saw what Leo entombed. Great entomb. And now we are going to get a counter boss play. This is still really healthy. Oh no, Boost Bonobos, they are in a rock in a hard place. I hope I'm saying that right, because I end up screwing up a lot of those sayings. So if I'm wrong, tell me. But on the side of match ready, you came back, right? Although you lost, you know, your forts here. This is going to be coming up shortly with this boss here, right? They either are going to push this in, or they're going to play, I mean, it hasn't been caught yet, and they are going to get at least the keep wall here. So it looks like Orphea might start planning to go to this bottom. I'm not sure why. I really feel like Orphea just needs to be with the team at this point. We are entering into the late game, right? You really don't need to, you know, I don't know. Again, for just educational purposes, right? Unless you're looking at this camp, which thankfully you didn't because they are posturing for it, potentially. They're posturing for this, so they know how to defend this, and this is going to pressure keep. You know, you really didn't need to be here because hypothetically, if they were going to defend that, if Orphea would have been late to that team fight. But they may have had vision, right? I might have been missing something. So Muffin's caught in an interesting spot, looking for an avalanche here, misses the combo here. They are fighting in point. Greymane casts bullet out. Leo is looking to stall the point. You're just walking past both teams. And here comes the combo of the Cassie here. Orphea is caught out by, but here comes the extra heal. But there should be a nice heal for, oh, Stukov, can you get the heal on the Orphea? Orphea is so low, but so is the side of Boosted Bonobos, and there should be no trait, but the side of Boosted Bonobos is getting super low, and they do get one. Can they get two? They blind him away. They do get the Greymane for overextending, but can they get the curse here? Oh, just this is so close. Lucio stepping up. Sonya is going for the heal, but they are going for a full commit engage. Oh, nice pull by Teal. Gonna follow up and punish the Cassia. Can potentially look to punish the Lucio here, but my god, it's Cassia just punking the back line. And Grace should be, oh my. But you do get a keep out of this, right? Oh, this sucks. Oh, this does suck because Lucio's just gonna dance on you. Grace does fall. Could not get the Lucio. I don't think maybe chasing the Lucio was the best play here, because Sonya was able to basically just wipe out your whole back line. They don't even get the top keep, but hey, right? You got a lot of damage up top. That would have been so good if Match Ready could have got that and punished top. But man, they did get Infofox and Cassia really well. The Leo just completely disregards the entire team and just walks up and says, I don't care, I'm here. All right, level 20 is picked first by the side of Boost Bonobos, and Greymane is looking to take this camp here, and it looked like Sonya was potentially pressuring here. Oh, this team fight. Here it is. This potentially is the last team fight of the game. Well, okay, you have two options here. Three, actually. Boost Bonobos wins the team fight, they can end. Well, they can look to end, at least, right? If Match Ready wins, they have Curse and they end. Or they just trade it, which I don't think would happen. But let's see how Match Ready decides if they want to take this. There is stall, Cassia. Ooh, they have to force unstoppable. This fight is looking really, really unstable, but they do get a catch and a nice Entomb silencing. Oh, this is big. This is massive. And they get a nice silence Entomb here, but Ball Lightning is probably going to get a reset here. They're looking at the Cassia, but here comes Hogger in the back line. Teal is getting really low. Does Paper Wall get the heal off on the Joe? Does, and there's so much damage. Here it comes, here it goes, and here comes Leo coming out. You should just start focusing the Cassia at this point. Cassia does not have an escape here. Cassia does fall here, and here comes 3 kills. You should be able to get a keep here. You have Hogger and May. All 5 of your guys are up. Are you looking for the end here? You take your keep here, and you can get a free objective. You do see Grace starting to rotate here. They want the free keep, and they are going to start taking this camp, and you are going to see pressure on the keep with Leo going straight bottom here. So side of Match Ready, you guys are looking good here. Great stuff here. Leo already down there, no one there to match here, and they potentially could get the May here. Paper Wall just poking down some damage here. So all 3 options that I lied, Match Ready made an option D, option 4, and they made it happen. Curse is now up, but look at the Bruiser camp. Doing a lot of damage to the mid fort, but it does not matter because now Curse is up. You can start taking a lot of pressure on the fort. Teal is looking for the fort wall and then start pressuring the fort itself. You want the lanes to be basically pushed back. XP does not matter. It is all about structures now. Everyone is now going to be up on the side of Boost Bonobos to hold on. Let's see what they can do here. There wasn't a wipe, so that's why you couldn't end yet. It was a 3-man kill with a curse, and all lanes are being pressured here. So you do still have a chance to fight for the side of Boost Bonobos. You only have top keep gone here. That's where a lot of your pressure is going to be focused at, but here it comes. There is no fort wall here. They are going to be looking for a Buried Alive here. Grace hits a nice Buried Alive, and May misses the Entomb, or misses the Avalanche. Doesn't matter. Oh, there's a nice stack right there, but Grace understands. Oh, there's a 3-man stack. Can they get it? And here comes the Avalanche on the Orpheum, but he gets the Orpheum Eternal Beast up. This is massive. Great catch by the Leo here. Gets 1 kill on the Hogger here, but Joe does look for the follow-up, and there is a catch on the Stukov here, but Stukov is really hard to kill. Oh, Sonya misses the leap here, but Cassia should fall. Cassia falls, and May falls. This is looking like GG for the side of Bushido. Looking, it's not over just yet. Lucio and Wipeout here again. Can they take on the world tier? Is it going to be called here? And the core is taking so much damage here. Wipeout should fall next. Guys, match ready, coming in, ready for this series, and they take the lead into the victory. GG's to the side of the match, ready to a 2-1 victory.